Welcome to the City of Chester Deliberative Meeting for today, Monday, February 10th, 2025. Present, we have all of council, and with an excused absence, Council Lady West is not here. Mr. Solicitor, take it from here.
Thank you, Your Honor. Members of council, members of the public, members of the administration, welcome to the Monday, February 10th, 2025 deliberative meeting for the City of Chester. For the record, council did meet in executive session concerning a legal matter prior to this deliberative meeting. There are no ordinances to be voted on. The following resolutions are for final passage. Resolution 22, authorized promotional testing for captain positions in the fire department. Resolution 23, authorized final land development at 1020 Morton Avenue for the construction of a 32,100 square foot, 6-story self-storage facility. Resolution 24, authorize an agreement with GoGov to provide government software subscription for services for Chester City mobile app and citizen request management, CRM, to enhance community engagement, streamline operations, and foster transparent communication with the community. Resolution 25, authorize the Department of Environmental Protection to install, maintain, operate, and remove air monitoring stations and associated equipment at its own expense at designated locations within the City of Chester. Resolution 26, authorize the Chester Economic Development Authority to take the appropriate steps to ensure that the requirements for public notification are met and to advertise the availability of the draft 2025-2029 consolidated plan, the draft 2025 CDBG/home action plan, and the draft analysis of impediments to fair housing choice in accordance with the appropriate federal regulations. Resolution 25, authorize the transfer of 900 West 2nd Street to the new redevelopment authority of the City of Chester for redevelopment purposes. Did I say resolution?
You said 25.
Resolution 27. I'm not even on pain medication. Resolution 28, authorize Santander Bank to be the depository for 6 accounts. That would conclude the agenda for today.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor. Council, any questions, comments on any of the resolutions?
I do have a question for R25 about the environmental protection of the air monitoring stations. I just want to know how long will this be in operation, and could you explain a little bit of the process?
I believe it's for an 18-month time period, and DEP is putting in these 5 air quality monitoring stations at various locations. Andrew, do you have the actual locations? But it's for a period of 18 months.
Thank you.
R27.
Lisa Gaffney.
Sure. The parcel at 900 West 2nd Street is owned by the Housing Development Corporation of Chester, even though the public records appear that it is owned by the Chester Housing Authority. That's correct. It's a 900 square foot parcel at the end of the block at 19 Houston Street. The HDCC, Housing Development Corporation of Chester, is a basically defunct city created nonprofit organization that began in the 1980s, and it has probably about, I don't know, 30, 40 parcels throughout the city in various locations. This is a very small parcel in the zoning district in which it's located. It's a non-conforming use, so it would make sense for the redevelopment authority to take possession of it from the city and then convey it to the property owner on the remainder of the block.
And you said this nonprofit has about 30, but they're no longer in existence?
No, there are properties, and you've already authorized some transfer from the east side, but there are other parcels throughout the city, and were never, they're basically owned by the old redevelopment authority. When the old redevelopment authority went defunct, it went to the City of Chester, and now we've been told by title companies that it's possible for the city to convey it back to the new redevelopment authority so we can put it back on the tax rolls for production use.
HDC hasn't existed 30, 40 years.
And so this one, are you guys gonna take it back and give it to the current, to the property next door to it?
That's our intention, will be to sell to the, at a nominal price to the, property owner of that property.
Ms. Gaffney, is this the property that the gentleman has already been maintaining for the last few years?
Yes,
He came in for a meeting?
yes.
Okay,
That's him, and there may be others like that that he's going to so.
Right.
As they come forth, we had met with him several years ago, but, our understanding then was that we couldn't have a transfer from the city, that we were still get title insurance, so we weren't able to move forward. But now it appears that we have a
Gotcha, thank you. I want to thank you for your help. Yeah, that gentleman has been contacting me, and he stopped me the other day and told me that you all had a very productive meeting. So I'm glad, so yeah.
Councilman Andrew has the 5 locations for the air monitoring devices.
So the air monitoring devices will be located at 12th and Chestnut, 12th and Morton, 9th and Highland, 13th and Jeffrey, and 7th and Lloyd. Those are the locations requested.
Mr. Heyman, do you have like a picture or description of how these devices might look,
I don't have one on me, but I can try and get that for you.
please?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank
Yeah, I can tell you about them. They're called purple air monitors. They're about the size of a fist, maybe a fist and a half, depending on how big your hand is. What it does measure is particulate matter, and it basically just plugs in for power, connects to Wi-Fi, and as it constantly sniffs 24 hours for particulate, the readings go to I don't know what you call it, a central source. It's a map of at least the United States, but you would drill it down for Chester. We've had these purple monitors installed. A private citizen had bought maybe 8 or so a couple of years ago. We had them scattered around town. So it's not the most robust of environmental sensors. It doesn't measure anything other than particulate matter, but that's the type of stuff you'll get high readings if it's near the highway or any diesel emission like from trucks. So one of them was mounted at Hayes Lounge a couple years ago, and one of the things they notice is when the train comes by and the trucks can't get into Del Cora Covanta, when the train does pass, when all the trucks start up again, you could just see it, like the thing would spike with particulate matter. But by and large, as the wind blows, the readings are basically average, is what you usually see. But we can, the site for the map is up now, and
I have one.
there are a few. You have one?
I have one installed in my house, and you can see what's going on their website. It shows you whether it's severe, whether it's low, and it's been kind of in the severe based off of the website in the area where I live. And so that was really alarming, but I'm by the highway, But it's really good so that we can monitor the quality of our air.
Right.
So I would encourage us to do it in whoever else.
Gotcha, thank you.
Well, just measuring particulate matter. So if it's anything else, lead, formaldehyde, mercury, that doesn't get picked up on this. But yeah, maybe we'll show the website on Wednesday.
Yes, sir. I think, yeah, we can show the website, and we also separately are trying to see if we can get one here at City Hall. But I think, yeah, we'll want to make sure it's, what type of device they're talking about. Because if they do need Wi-Fi, I don't know all the discussions that happen with that. So.
I think that was the challenge. They tried to install one, and it was
Yeah, so last week we tried putting one on the side of this building, but it couldn't really get a good attachment to the Wi-Fi, even just in this building from the outside. So we've been testing that out. But
The GoGov app, is this a part of changing City Hall's
fool you though with the Gov.
Mhm.
That's the name of the app itself, GoGov.
Okay.
That's the name of the application. So that's what we'll be purchasing. We looked at 3 different similar purposed applications, and this was the one that was most affordable, could most adapt to our infrastructure here. We had Tracy in on those calls, our IT guy.
I have a question for the testing for the captain position. Commissioner Shirley, what's that process like? For promotional testing?
Good afternoon, Councilwoman, Mayor, Council. The process is laid out in the collective bargaining agreement. So you have to be a firefighter for 5 years before you're eligible to sit for the promotional test. And then the promotional test is given by a third-party company based on 5 different books that are put out through the ISTA, International Fire Association. I forget the acronym for it. And it's posted in the fire stations that we're going to be doing a promotional test. It'll list the books and the chapters of the books that the test material will come out of. Any firefighter that is eligible is allowed to sign up. Those lists are, Candace, what is it, 2 weeks, I think?
Yes.
They're posted for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we take them down. 10 people signed up. We'll order 10 tests, and actually order like 12 or 15 just to be on the safe side.
They got it now, they changed it. With however many people were taking the test, that's the number you put in.
Okay.
Remember, the books used to be by 10s?
Yeah.
You can change it now.
Okay. And then, and again, according to the collective bargaining agreement, it has to be a minimum of 90 days notice. So this test won't occur until, sometime in April or May. And at that point, once the test is complete, anyone with a passing grade they're ranked based on their score. If we do need to promote off of that list, oral interviews will be given to all of the candidates that had a successful test score, and then they're re-ranked. And that's all spelled out in the collective bargaining agreement, and it should also be spelled out in civil service, but we're in the process of working on the new civil service rules and regulations. But at this time, there are no captain positions available in the fire department for promotion. However, I always like to keep an active list so that if a captain gets promoted to a chief, or a captain retires, or someone resigns, we're not behind the 8 ball. We're able to have a list. So, and it's the same thing with the battalion chief's position. So test it out the same way, and right now we have a current battalion chief's list, just not a current captain's list.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Do we have anyone who, try to catch where you took that first step? Is there anyone in the pool now that has passed the test in the past, captain's tests? Or are we testing just to create a pool?
We're testing just to create a pool. The last time we did a captain's promotional test, there was only 1 firefighter who passed, and they were promoted. The previous captain's test before that, there was actually 3 or 4 people who passed, but only 1 or 2 of them got promoted, and then the list expired. So
once you pass, are you eligible to become a captain for a certain period of time before you have to retest? Does it last forever?
no, so the promotional tests only last for a certain amount of period. It's 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
1 year, and that's based on civil service rules.
Okay.
So once that 1 year is up, that list gets tossed and
All right.
it's
Yeah.
tested again.
Okay, got it. All right, good, thanks.
You're very welcome.
How about my department heads, or anyone else here today who are present? Any questions? Well, then, this meeting's adjourned.
What's your name on that, please?
Oh, this one?
You can take the top one.
I need to, okay. I done wrote on it, sorry.
HR is doing it. Neil did.